Sure, I can take the helms. Right, I'll paddle it this time. Right? Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. Well, when we were off training, I was practicing with the nurse sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really, that's fantastic. Hardly, you've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just want to do what I can to contribute more. You two can sit back and relax. Leave it to me. Well, it seems like there's a bit more vegetation. Let's speak with Gaia. There. Wait. Okay, I thought I had to use the sky slipper. I guess I had to speak to Gaia first. Wait a second. Yes, let's get going. Let's get spell speed, I guess. A little strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd be practicing? You've been practicing. I thought I'd surprise you as well. Considering the surprise, all this time I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. Yeah, best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded empty unless I'm doing this festival rules. I suppose this is first. You've heard of it. You haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still the planning stages. See, the return of the Night's Cat has brought lots of changes, and while everyone's glad, the reality is, it's also been quite stressful having to adapt to a new way of life. Our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running. Youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. We return from the empty. I'll be helping as one of the others overlands. I'll be happy to help. I never could afford a service of a great hero such as you, but thanks for the offering. If everything goes well, what you need to do is turn up and enjoy. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help the festival? What's that? I haven't been listening. Scrapping a bit. I don't think this thing must have made me more tense than I realized. Let one of us take over. I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure, but if you feel like switching places, just say the word. How can this be? Vegetation is dying? Interesting. Light, does it mean there's still too much of it empty? I'm no expert, this might be the result of losing control when we restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light splitting forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Alright, you mustn't blame yourself. Restore darkness. What did you say? Restore darkness to the world flooded by light. Alright, that's it. We thought we'd restored balance to 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light. If that's the case, maybe you can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? Hold on, it might actually work. That's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far, just remember what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean we'll need to call on your source again, if that's alright with you. Come this far together, and we'll see our mission at the end, to Eden's core. Alright, let's get started. Are there any primals along the darkness? I can't seem to recall them. You mean there isn't one? Well, there's Zodiac, maybe? Yes, there is Zodiac, maybe suitable, but we need something that Titus has actually encountered and perfectly defeated. No, does it have to be primal for it to fall? It's just Nidhogg. Nidhogg. Nidhogg from Heaven's Ward. Perhaps you need as a state of power to control darkness. Isn't it the line? Yes, Nidhogg. The flood of darkness. Oh yeah, the cloud of darkness from the Crystal Tower, that's right. Cloud of darkness, there's Nidhogg, and Void Sins. Yeah, let's do the cloud of darkness. Slightly smaller scale, alright. And how about Cloud Darkness? I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. I'd say we found the perfect candidate. But to a suitable place, one where darkness is strong. It won't be easy in a world flooded by light. We've got the door of darkness and it'll hurt us right here. Seems like a good enough spot to be in. Yes, to master is nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, man. I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong. Which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's usually not easy coming up with these plans by yourselves. It's true, that when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats. First of all, what do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was so busy playing the scary sliver, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not a worry. We can talk about it later. Right now, we've got a job to do. Eden's promise. Wait, wasn't the Cloud of Darkness an Alliance raid boss? We're gonna have to, like, do it. This is gonna be pretty fun.
I'm drawing out the darkness. Get ready!
Dang it! So the Art of Darkness AoE is kind of garbage. Alright, angle phaser, alright. What is this?
That was close. That was close. I almost made it. Almost made it. Yes, you gotta finish it off. It all went surprisingly well, of course. We have to thank for slaying that ghastly creature.
You're fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. You weren't so bad yourself. You make quite a team, don't we? Yeah, we certainly do.
I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see where our hard work has paid off. Let's head back.
The plants are just as lifeless they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong. What in the world? Oh, the crystal is now multiple colors. Clean hooves and endless water for chilling light washed over me. Glimmer of hope once lost. Yeah, it's a rainbow crystal. Okay, he's moving to the next about our island, now resulting in greater changes in the intake. Keep the scales away from the light, I'm sure of it, but something's wrong, very wrong. I knew it, you've been hiding inside Eden all this time. It's an Ascian. Ascian. I'm Mitron's servant of the Zodiac. voice that whispered me all my life. Indeed, thanks to you, I am all but free from my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Ascian? Wait, that is Eden. An Ascian transformed into a Sin Eater. This was your plan from the beginning. It was, but it all took the slightest suggestion. The rest of it was entirely your own doing. Oh, my freedom is so close. I can almost taste it. I can finally soul my journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. I knew you would come for me, Gaia. And don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing of pain I've held to. It wasn't intentional. Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken to me, Gaia, and remember. In age past, the world you know as the 13 was flooded by darkness, like ripples in water. The repercussions were felt in the other shards, none more so than he on the first, became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first as darkness did the 13th, light was become a lifeless world, void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our duty to safeguard this world from the self-same fate. After a time, Ebeth Selk conceived a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing a plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still, and as we fell, too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls lives on, withdrawing but temporarily to the rift, until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light. That light enveloped me and my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Sin Eater. Souls felt such agony as I had never known, and then I knew no more. In my insensate, instinctive state, influenced by Ardbert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed a light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. It floated light, so that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost, and had not the one called Infilia appeared, halting the lights in considerable advance. She saved what little still remained of the world. The process shall restored me to a sliver of my consciousness. I remained trapped in my altered form, motionless, was capable only of feeble whispering. In itself, could he save you? Perhaps he could, if such had been his wish. For it is, however, to simply find another piece of my fragmented soul to replace me. his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of Aether. So here I remained. So after you failed, he left you here around. Some friend he turned out to be. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me, you. All this time you were calling me to help? Yes, but you had forgotten our duty. The vestiges of your power remained. You could not wield it at will. Time went by and eventually change came. And they began to subside and the dark of night returned. Gradually my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. I never planned that ended in failure. Thankfully your subsequent attempts restored this barren land, while Eden absorbed more and more Aether aligned to the closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that held me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more. I am able to project my image beyond those confines. And all this time I've been helping to free Nastian? That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? Come with me to Eden's core. There, all shall become clear. Wait. Just realized something. If Eden has been absorbing all that rebalanced Aether, it must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about that later, though. Overall, it seems I've lost control over Eden, most likely because of the Ashen. Ranger specifically warned us about not listening to the fairies, Honeywood Wars. So we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. Oh, if only he and Tancred were here now. What are you talking about? So your dad shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. No, that's not what I meant. Where were we on Jane Tancred? Huh? Wait, I know those people, I'm sure of it, but why can't I remember them? I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Mitron. Damn it all. What more is that feed going to take from me? To tell the truth, the thing that frightens me the most is that you might forget about us. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make two more together. And if I need something, I can just ask you. Why not start telling me about your and Jane Tancred, to be honest? My nerves are all a jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Mitron. Usually it's probably the most precious. I know he spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that you can't learn everything from books. Sounds insensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read it from someone else. Those coffee biscuits, no book could ever describe how good they taste. Is there anything else you can tell me about him? He's devoted to the study of prophecies. He can walk on water until he can't. you can walk on water until you can't. If he walks on water instead of swimming, that would simply save you from getting wet. I should have asked him to teach me how. Well, it's something he never quite mastered himself, and he often ended up getting wet anyway. In fact, the whole thing's probably more trouble than it's worth. As for Tancred, he's the one who freed me from Ulmor. At first I thought of him as my knight in shining armor, but he was much more than that. He traveled all over red, and he helped me become the person I am. He even gave me my name. See, that doesn't sound like Tancred I know. Seems he has a way with words. That must be how he was able to choose such a pretty name. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Tancred. As a memento go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side. It reminds me of our adventures together, even though there's a little chance I'll ever see him again. Still feels like he's here with me. Keeping the memories close. You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I will have something to look back on. That's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, maybe I could write it into it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it. I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible, if you don't mind. Ah, of course. But before that, we've got an accident to deal with. Let's get this over with. Came as you asked, so start talking. Settle from your words when I can offer something greater. Eden will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact, it will be as real as any of the foes you yourselves have conjured forth. Wait, you don't mean to perform a summoning, do you? I shall recreate the battle of 100 years past, which pitted Ardbart and his fellow warriors of light against a nemesis, the Shadowkeeper. Just as MX recreate the final days of Amaranth. Is that so? It seems much has occurred during my absence. No doubt he employed creation magic to breathe life into his recollections of the past. What do you hope to achieve with this history lesson of yours? You shall see, you shall remember. Now your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago. Wait, you mean she's over 100 years old? You can't trust me, Tron. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. Right, my days of being controlled by this demon are over. I
have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. Well, it's my own. You have no hold over me. This is all they're doing, accursed minions of light. I should be the one at her side, not you or anyone else. I will take her beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe. What have you done with Gaia? Nothing yet, but soon I will restore her to her true self, and you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you. I knew it was risky, trusting an Asien, but we played right into Mitron's hands. We'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia. There's no telling what kind of a danger she's in. Whatever she is, I know she's giving her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. We'll prevent Dimitrin's wicked schemes. Looks like Mitron's grip on Eden has loosened somewhat, perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it true.
What does it have to do with Gaia?
What the heck is this?
my god, when he starts doing it multiple times in a row, it gets hard. Barely have time to move sometimes, a lot of these moves. Barely have time to move out of the AoE. A lot of these moves. Really careful. That was close. That was close. Rest. Okay. Got this guy. Shit. Whoa. If it doesn't fast like that, you don't have a lot of time to move out of the AoE. This is a fun fight, man. His fucking slashes will deal the entire half. Some of his AoE attacks are pretty quick. His AoE attacks are extremely fast. Just gonna heal. I'm just gonna finish him off. Finish him. He's almost dead. Just finish him. We got it. Students return to Gaia, but I have a feeling this isn't over yet. Where's the light to Shadow Keeper? I've seen all of this before. Yes, you and I join our power as one to create the Shadow Keeper. We bore witness to its battle with the Warriors of Light. Are powered, so I was there and I wasn't alone. Okay, it's not true. It can't be. How can you have been there 100 years ago? Look deep inside of you, you know it was real. Cast aside those worthless memories and embrace who you truly are. Worthless? No, I see. This is why you've been tampering with memories ever since I was a child. Just so, now I possess a means to purge them entirely. Your rebirth will be finally complete. You have no right to deny me in my life, to rob me of what I hold most precious. My memories may seem worthless to you, but not to me. They will never be yours. My place is here in this world, in this life, in this moment. Wherever my friends are, that is where I belong. Did you return your back on our glorious past? Old and the lives we once lived? Any past I may have shared with you is long gone. I live in the here and now, strive to build a better future. To be united at long last, only to be shunned. Would that I had died with you to be reborn. You have knowledge of our past, we may yet forge a future together. I'm sick of your riddles. Speak plainly or not at all. You and I fought the Warriors of Light as one, joining both body and soul when Artbert struck his final blow. The light tore through the bonds that held us. Though you perished, I was condemned to a far worse fate. My flesh became my prison. I was cursed to remain here, an abomination, while you lived on. With others at your side, I will suffer it no more. You belong to me. You was once held against my will, robbed of my freedom. To be trapped and alone for 100 years, I can't begin to imagine the pain you must have felt. But that doesn't give you the right to deny Gaia a chance at happiness. We once knew happiness, true happiness, until fate conspired to tear us apart. I will never let that happen again. We shall be joined as one. My memory is yours together, all for eternity. Darkness is rising within me. Oh, she is an Ashian. Is that what it is? That mark. So she's an Ashian? Is that what this is? What is this? Why am I... Hold on, guy. Whatever it is, you mustn't give in. It's either he's controlling her or she's actually an Ashian. Who are you? Yes, now nothing will keep you from me. I'm yours and you are mine. Now he's fusing, right? Alright. Fusion. Fusion power. This is like when the two Ashians fuse at the end of Heaven's Ward. I forgot, in the dungeon right before Thordan. We are one, we remember. This true guy really is a reincarnated Ashen. What you once knew is no more. The Ashen who held the seat of Logriff is all that remains. Gaia is her true name. Logriff, how long has it been? How long have I trimmed it to stay? Is that you, Matron? Forgive me, I don't recognize you. My defense, memories have only recently been restored. My mind is still a little hazy. Hardly surprising, no matter how many times we were born. It is disorienting. So have everything changed around you? Even so, I immediately recognize your resplendent soul, and I cling to the hope that one day you will likewise remember mine. You always were a forgetful one. I could never forget you, try as I might. But tell me, what do you know of my past? And my memory may need refreshing. We served together as members of the Convocation of the 14, dedicated to summoning Lord Zodiac. Although the task assigned to you eventually fell to Elidibus. Yes, I remember. Amidst the chaos and despair, you never left my side, my loyal protector. But in the end, it was in vain. I was powerless to prevent Eidolon from tearing our world asunder. So I heard from Emmett Selk, who labored to make our world whole again. That's why he restored my memories so that I can play my part. Our part alone we struggle, but by joining your power of mind we may yet succeed. You always were one of flattery. I assure you I'm quite sincere. It would be my honor to serve the cause alongside you, and I shall take no for an answer. The honor is mine, for as much as I try to tease you, you're everything to me, my inspiration. When I'm with you, I fear nothing. Promise me that it will never be parted. I promise, even should fate conspire to separate us, I will reach out to you, wherever you may be. I will come running. We were destined to find each other, to awaken our buried past, born anew. To our
hatch and employ crystals to return Sunder's souls to their office. Without them, such a feat was beyond my reach. Become one in mind and body, my memories are yours. At last you have awoken. Now the time has come to restore our world to the utopia it once was. Let Gaia go. I'm not worthy to speak that name. If you call her anything, use the name chosen by her parents. If you even know what that is. To me, her name is Gaia. Nothing you say about her makes any difference. I don't care if she's an ass and she's my friend. As your friend, never again will she answer to your surprise. We won't give up. Your wicked schemes have gone far enough. We're taking back Gaia. Cursed servants of light, you will not tear us apart again. What is this? Visions in my mind of summoning? All your hopes and fears turned against us. There is no escape from your past. When you is racked with agony, as unseen tendrils grasp her memories. No memories, you're being used to fuel the summoning. This is how it feels to have the fairy inside my mind. Right, however bad this is, it's nothing compared to what she's going through right now. Summoning really is based on my hopes and fears, and it will most likely create a fall like any I've ever fought before. I believe in you. We'll find a way through this, I know it. Sounds, scary. Eden's promise and amorphosis.
I know this place. It's the jail in Yulmore.
The Fate Breaker.
Whatever stands in our way, we will never
Wait, isn't that
give up
Tancred?
hope.
Are we like fighting Tancred? What the heck is this?
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
To think that this could be born from my memories. That creature is passing on its ether.
Have at you! You're not going anywhere. feeble shield protects nothing. Have at you!
Fuck! The knockback.
You're not going anywhere. Light claim you.
I sense a surge in the ether.
What the fuck were we supposed to do there?
Come, show me your strength. Feast my blood, answer my call.
Yeah, wait. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? I dodged that. What? What was that? Is the AoE for that larger than what it seems?
Let's try something else.
The blade is imbued with light.
How about it? You're not going anywhere. Light will cleanse your sins.
The light's so strong. I can't sense anything else.
Fuck. Fuck. Well, that was a wipe.
Come, show me your strength. Feast of thy blood, answer my call.
Fuck. Keep kidding.
Let's try something else.
It is imbued with light.
I'm not in the DOE. There has to be a way to dodge this. Some of his AoEs are kind of ridiculous. Like, he still has like an AoE that pushes you to the bottom. What?
You're not going anywhere. The light will cleanse your sins.
The light's so strong. I can't sense anything else.
Here? I assume we're good here.
A feeble shield protects nothing. Light claim you.
Over there. Run. How do I dodge this? Here? Okay, yeah, you have to run towards it. Okay. That's how you dodge it. This time I'm not gonna fall off the block. Okay, so just wait, then run towards it. Oh, this one's the opposite. Okay. Now it's the opposite. You have to run away from it. Okay.
Feeble shield protects nothing. Light claim you.
Better, we're gonna get a lot better now. He's almost dead. Let's survive this last wave.
You're not going anywhere. Feeble shield protects nothing. Light claim you.
And we got it.
She deserves all the happiness in the world.
This is the way of the Ashes, to use the memories of our loved ones against us. The fragmented souls should triumph over their fears while we succumb to ours, thereby setting our star upon a course of ruin. And I fear beings such as you would succeed while we fail and defies all logic. How's your chance? Yes, down there, fighting to free herself from Logos Rill. Even now, would you defy us? We will remove every last vestige of your meaningless mortal existence. To be destroyed. Impurities must be purged. We shall begin by erasing you from our past, then by your deaths, erase you from our future. There's no place for you in our utopia. Maybe mere mortals, our souls fragmented, but our existence is not meaningless. And you should understand this before you awoke in Nasian. You lived as one of us. You had your own memories, and surely they mean something. The lives you led can't have been for nothing. And we who have known perfection, they are less than nothing. But yours, our lives may seem insignificant. Nevertheless, we live them to the fullest. Though it may take us 1,000 years, we have the potential to build a world every bit as wonderful as yours. But you won't even allow us a chance to live our own lives and forge our own future. Whatever you forge will inevitably crumble to dust. But we are immortal, our legacy and eternal. If our world cannot be made complete as it once was, we will create a perfect moment that shall last forever. By your hand shall our paradise be made, where there is no beginning and no end. These absorbing an enormous amount of Aether at this rate, the whole world will be drained. Light and art is the element of nature. Assuming a utopia where time has no meaning. We shall become one with Eden, free to live in peace for eternity.
No.
Oh my god. There's a shield. There's only one thing for it. I'll try to disrupt the balance of Aether and create an opening for you. I'm gonna go in and destroy it and break some stuff. Break some shit, yeah. We can't let it end like this. It's up to us to save Gaia. It's all about love, friendship, courage. Yeah, it's about courage.
Eden will become a utopia. One that we may share for all eternity.
She's still in there. Somewhere. I won't give up on our future, Gaia. No matter what!
Eden's promise.
Joined as one, never to be parted. Unbound by past or future in this single fragmented moment.
Now look at this shit.
We shall clear your memories forward. I get this is gonna be the fire thing. Oh shit, okay. Fire thing has been Ruda. Sides. Yeah, I don't have much time on that. Slide. Utopia will only be complete. Once you are erased from our memory.
You've got to protect her memories. Hurry!
You would defy us.
Delicious, aren't they?
These are actually quite good.
See? Let's have another one. Half it.
Such fragile
Fuck. Why did I'm the only one that got hurt by that?
What happened to the other half?
Why am I the only one that got hurt by
Being
that? That was
erased
weird.
from her memory.
I told you it would make a great necklace.
It's beautiful.
Here, go stack.
I think it'll really suit you.
Me? But I thought you should have it.
they shatter. They fade.
Is this ice? Where did this come from?
If this goes on much longer, she'll forget everything.
We tire of your insolence.
How about... this one.
That's my color.
Okay. Holy.
Now, this one on the other hand.
God. This is the last rate of me. Center.
What am I doing with this? I'd never wear this color.
No! We can't let this happen!
You are unworthy of Utopia.
It's a pretty high parade.
We shall bring eternal harmony. Tranquility and vitality in perfect balance.
What the?
I will not disappear! No! Utopia cannot fall!
Second phase. What is happening? Oh god, what? Almost judgment.
Now your memories belong to us.
Surely somewhere. Now we don't know what to move at. Great. Alright, just taking Garuda and the Leviathan. Just gotta remember she has Garuda and the Leviathan. She also get it Shiva.
Memories
best. Let's shoot a road. No, don't slip off, don't slip off. Don't slip off. Need to quickly raise the other healer. Just raise. Got the time. Yes. Okay, perfect. We all wiped, didn't we? God damn. Alright, next 15 minutes. She's already fighting, it's very close. She's absorbing. Just stop. Following this strategy.
And they will be your undoing.
Oh no. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Rita, move the to the side. The edges. Crit, get behind her, in the front. To the sides, right? Get to the sides. Radar, sides, corners. Learning this boss is pretty fun.
Must you interfere? Why will not disappear? No! Utopian cannot fall! Now your memories belong to us. Memories of ice. Utopia. A dream.
Good, she's free at last. Or at least how it seems, she won't wake up. Gaia, I don't know if you can hear me, or if you even remember me. But just give me a sign, and you'll Earl alright. Please say something, anything. She can hear you, Ring. Keep trying. You're alright. I mustn't lose hope. You're right, I mustn't lose hope. Wait, what's this? It's a necklace, but she said she left it back at the Crystarium. Maybe she likes it a lot more than she lets on. I suppose it does hold a lot of memories for the both of us. Wait, there might be a way we can use this to bring her back. Try calling Gaia's name to help bring her back to her senses. There, right here beside you. Come back to us. The necklace blinks hands to glimmer faintly.
can hear us. I know she can't. No, all we have to do is pray and she'll return. Determination. God, I know you're in there somewhere. If you're lost, I'll find a way to reach you. I swear it. Where am I? I'm finally free of you, it seems. Oh, dearest Gaia, the fate should part us once more. So this is what you wanted. There's no need to be quite so upset. What do you mean? You've been released from Eden, free to be reborn. Perhaps one day fate will bring us together again, in the Nerdle life. After all, you've already found me once, in spite of everything. I might even be the one to find you. I fear you will come to forget me, to forget the times we shared. Perhaps, after all, memories are such fragile things. That's why I'm planning to keep a diary. Even after I'm gone, my memories will live on. For future generations to discover. Yes, they'll read the tale of the girl bound by duty, and of her loyal protector, arrived in her hour of need. Perhaps you can leave out the part where the protector was the one who needed saving. You have grown strong, Gaia. If I'd found you sooner, then maybe. No, wait, don't leave me. Until we met again, Artemis. Ooh, whose name did I just? Oh, never mind that for now. I need to get out of here, wherever here is. I feel as though there's somewhere I'm supposed to be, but I can't really remember where. Electricity looks like it doesn't seem to melt and it shines so brightly. I've seen this before. That's it, there was a girl. What was her name? Irene? Gaia, Bryn. I can hear you. I can't find my way out of here. Hold on, I'm coming. Whoa. Yo, this is cool. Eden has brought everything back to life. There's forest and trees now. You remembered. I could never forget about you. I try as I might. So the Aether of the Eden had been absorbed and was returned to the land now, just like Mitron. The empty has been finally be reborn. Though it can hardly be called empty now, it's a utopia. I still can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. I just wish the others were here to see it. I'll be sure to tell them all about it. Yes, I suppose that's the next best thing. Hold on. You might even be able to take something with you to show them. But the fruit that grows here could be used to make all sorts of delicious treats. You can even make something yourself. It's a great idea, but my cooking can be a bit hit or miss. Maybe once we get back to Christian, I'll ask for some advice. Actually, I want to ask something. When you say the others, do you mean Tancred, the bookworm, and Urn J, your knight in shining armor? No, it's the other way around. What is it? Seems my memory is even less reliable than it was before. Main thing is the whispering in my head has stopped, so I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. So there's a part of me that's still mishearing the fairy's voice. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through rather a lot, so why don't we head back to civilization? for some much needed rest. For that giant battle, I want to go back to Crystarium, yeah. Right, leave the piloting to me. Yeah, perfect. I understand that keeping the sky slippery here allows us to save fuel from traveling all the way back to Mortsuk, but can we just carry a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these hills, you know. So I remember, we're 2 and 2 when I suggested I'm buying some nice, sensible walking boots. I think of it, maybe we should rest here for a while. You must be tired after all the piloting. I'm fine, besides I had the two of you to keep me company. It was over before I knew it. Taking the scenery of the wind in my hair really helped clear the cobwebs too. What? I can't. You can't just buy one, even if you could. It cost a fortune. Sorry, that must be my Illyrian upbringing speaking. I'll have you know, I'm almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings like Mordsuk, for example. That reminds me. This time we made our way there. Told the Elford all about, well, everything. Welcome back. I take it all as well, any empty? It is now. Not everything went quite as we planned, to put it mildly, but we managed to revive the ambient Aether. Now all we need to do is wait for the change to become widespread. Truly wonderful, just wonderful. I shall share the tidings of our inner circle. Perhaps it is time more people knew of your expedition as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of citizenry to make their own forays into the empty. I'm pleased to say that I too have some good news to share. Our investigators in Nolmar have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity. Really? As it pertains to a matter of private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't actually looked at it myself. I imagine it includes Gaia's real name. To be honest, I prefer not to know. Huh. You see, I've come to learn a lot of my past, even before my life no more. I know now that I'm of the recognition of Lograve and Asien, and Mitron, the one who was transformed to Eden. Someone very special to me. For 100 years, Mitron called out to me and hoped we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. And so, Mitron had on to those precious memories of our life together, and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. I know now that Mitron wanted the same as us, wanted the world to be as it was once before. Yes, it's a shame that things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. I would have liked when I succumbed to darkness within, if it weren't for Reen. If someone had also been there for Mitron, who knows what might have happened. That's why from now on I want to help those in need, to give their dreams a chance to come true. me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope, and though each of our lives may be but a drop, the river of time, hope springs eternal. Gaia. So, I'm sorry, while I appreciate your effort to find my past, I'm looking to the future now, as Gaia. No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you're happy, so are we. Right, I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the AMT. If you'll excuse me, I have expeditions to arrange until next time. So what shall we do now? Cameron, don't tell me you've forgotten. The festival. The festival at Crystarium, remember? Don't even think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I belong. Determination. Got something for me? Talk about my final report. There we go. As a matter of fact, I'm rather curious to read myself. I've yet to actually receive it. I was pleased to hear that your latest adventure has been a success. Be as it may, the ratings did give me a cause for concern. It was no ordinary Aether disturbance, but I'm certain that all will be adequately explained by the report. Fortunately, Miss Rin tells me there may be a slight delay. She will inform me once it is finished. If you're ready to make the journey back here to Motsuk, I shall contact your railing pearl. It's a report written by yours truly. I find it quite worthy read, if I do say so myself. Also, you have taken over from Miss Rin from this occasion. Well, I've recently become interested in writing, and it seemed a good opportunity to practice. But giving an objective account of events would be straightforward. But it's surprisingly difficult. Reading it back, most of it sounds like gibberish. There are also a few creative liberties and patterns that you couldn't quite remember. In any case, I expect it will prove most valuable, providing I'm to discern effect from the embellishments. With that taken care of, let's treat ourselves to some more snacks. Embellishments, I wonder. Well, you're not still worried about that, are you? It's just you filling in the blanks, that's all. Here, take a look at this. I found this after I recovered from the last battle. It's another one of those crystals, the ones that contain Eden's memories. That's the savage raids, right? That's the savage difficulty. Yes, I said image too. I'm glad the foes you actually fought weren't quite so ferocious. Thus, now that we know what Eden truly is, we owe it to Mitron to keep these memories alive, altered though they may be. Yeah, are you sure about this? For all the rage and malice, there was once good in there. These memories were of you, so I want you to have the crystal. Think of it as my parting gift from Mitron. Anyway, what was that you were saying about snacks? Maybe once we're done, I can take you for a ride. I've got transportation of my own now, you see. Whenever that you... Oh, never mind. Sure, I'd love to go for a ride. Why don't we ask Pat and Murray to come along? I'm afraid there's only room for two. Maybe some other one? There you go. Whatever misguided beheld in this crystal seems to have quite resonated with her. I feel like I will keep it here on your behalf whenever you wish to gaze into its depths again. Well, fair enough. Eden's promise savaged. Yep. Well, we'll see you guys next time on Final Fantasy XIV. That was the end of the Aiden raid. We had it was a pretty tough fights, but we got through it. No problem. Easy. See you next time. Gonna continue the main quest scenario.